Oh, shalom, 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 Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. How y'all doing tonight, man? How y'all doing? It's another Thursday night thunder. Once again, we're glad you're here. We're glad you were able to tune in. We're glad you came to learn with us one more time. Before we get into anything, before we start anything about the class, let's just go ahead and talk about the Hebrew Summit. August the 6th, 7th, and 8th, right here in Atlanta. We will be hosting it. Sons of Thunder will be hosting the Hebrew Summit August 6th, 7th, and 8th. You see it on the screen. August the 6th, we'll be having camp at Woodruff Park at 2 o'clock. August the 7th, the summit starts at noon. And that will be in Smyrna at the community center. And August the 8th, we'll be having a family cookout. The location and the time for that will be announced shortly. If you haven't already made plans to be here, you need to make them plans. You're going to miss out. I told y'all last week, and based off of the information I received this past week, you're going to be missing out. It's a lot in store for y'all. So get ready, be prepared to come join us for that. Other than that, let's see. Oh, don't forget, Feast of Tabernacles is coming up. If you want to come feast with us with SOT, you need to make sure you hit that Sons of Thunder Sons of Thunder Israelites at gmail.com. Send us an email so we can get you in. Space is limited, so you need to let us know early as possible. What else? Oh yeah, don't forget the Milk Mondays. You know, that class that we put on every Monday to help give y'all the little things you need to digest this word. Milk Monday. Captain Eliel, Soldier Araya, and Soldier Judah, they do a wonderful job in breaking things down in a simple form so that you can digest it. That's why it's called Milk Mondays. Don't forget to tune in. True Tuesdays, where they break down every little tidbit and lie. They make sure to let y'all know. That's why it's called True Tuesdays. They literally break it down. They break it down almost as simple as the Brothers on Milk Monday, but they add a little twist to it. You got to tune in to see what the twist is. I'm not gonna give it to you.
and right? And the law, and to bring out the law too.
That's right, and they bring out the law. Right, and then you got Thursday night thunder. That's, you know, we small time, we small change. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? What you really need to pay attention to is that Friday night lesson, that Sabbath class, on that conference call where you get all your questions answered. And don't think it's just the soldiers on there teaching. You know, there's a lot of captains on there. So you really want your questions answered, you need to go to that Friday night class. And if you don't know how to go on that Friday night class, put a message in the chat, and somebody will put the number and the code to get into the chat so that you can be in fresh tomorrow at 8:30. Okay? All right. So with that out the way, let's get into tonight's topic. All right. As y'all see, tonight's lesson is called Glorious Celebrations. I am not speaking tonight. I am not teaching tonight. I am simply here to facilitate the young brother Sar. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let the brothers introduce themselves.
Khan, Shalom, Salakia, Shalom, Israel, this soldier Sar.
Hey, Shalom, Yasha'Allah, this is Soldier Barnabas.
All right. Now the soldier, the young brother Sar has graciously agreed to bring out his first lesson here on Thursday Night Thunder. He's a bold man. He's a bold man. And this lesson is going to be even bolder. So
that's right.
You're going to need your Bible and your Apocrypha. You're going to need a pen and a pad because we are a Bible school first. All right. You may need your concordance. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got going on. So take it over.
Khan, the water the one. First, I want to give praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah for giving me the inspiration to bring out this lesson. So I want to talk about, we talking about glorious celebrations. I know Yasharala, we hit y'all on the head all the time. We hit y'all on the head day by day. We talk about what you can do, what you cannot do. we bring you the law, instruction, and correction time after time, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with correcting our people because we stiff neck, like the scripture says, and we need it. You got to tell us 20 times, you got to tell us 30 times, and we still might not get it done. But this lesson, I want to bring this for those who new to the truth, been in the truth, those the ones that are keeping the law, trying to be lawful and trying to be righteous, because it is you who is developing that spirit to keep these glorious celebrations, these glorious occasions. And sometimes we lack understanding of what we actually doing and how we need to do it and how important it is. So my lesson is just, sit back and we're gonna reminisce on how glorious and how important these occasions are. So I don't want Barnabas, could you give me Sirach 8 and 5, please? Baba Gashai.
Khan. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 8, verse 5. Reproach not a man that turneth from sin, but remember that we are all worthy of punishment.
Khan. So that word reproach, we know that's talking about, disapproval or disappointment in a man and his actions, knowing that I'm saying he's trying to keep the law to the best of his ability, trying to keep the statutes, and he's trying to serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So we're not gonna hit you over the head too much tonight. We're not gonna condemn or go too far on you too much tonight. So we're gonna talk about these glorious occasions for those that are trying to keep the law, for that spirit that's thriving in you to keep these laws and these commandments. Can you give me 1 John 5 and 3? Then knowing too, a lot of people just being straight up a lot of people outside looking in on the truth, they thinking keeping God's laws is a burden. They thinking it's not popular, it's not the trending topic, it's not the thing to do. It's nothing cool about somebody telling you what you can and what you cannot do, but they don't know that the God that we serve is a practical God. The God we serve to put it in modern terms, the God we serve is lit. Like he don't do no half stepping, and he go all the way, and he make sure that these glorious occasions, these celebrations that we fall into, that they are something special. You bring it out for me, Adawan.
Khan. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Khan. Yahweh had gave us statutes and laws. He gave us the way to move. He gave us a way. He gave us a direction to be able to learn how to move in this thing that we call life. To learn how to learn how to what to do and what not to do. And he gave us certain occasions that it's impossible to be grievous on. It's a law. You cannot be grievous on these certain occasions. It's impossible. And when you turning from your sin and when you keeping the laws and you have that spirit and you have the understanding, just like how Shah said that he gonna send the comforter, that it's gonna bring remembrance of all things. And as we diving in these scriptures, go ahead, Adawan.
Finish your statement.
I was gonna say, as we diving in these scriptures, hopefully I can bring a remembrance of some of these occasions and I can paint a vivid picture, a lively picture of how it would be today and give you ideas and give you ideas on how you can celebrate them and how you can expand and how make it even more glorious today. Go ahead, Adawan.
Khan, because as you're saying, like going back to these type of things that is not grievous and is a joyful thing, and the Most High has given us beautiful things to celebrate and have a good family time together and come together and have unity, right? And enjoy the company of one another. That's a good thing to have, right? But our people hear these things and it sounds so far-fetched, it sounds so different, it sounds so weird to them, and they make it grievous But when it comes to the world and the teachings and the folly days of the world, we willfully do those things, right?
Con,
We willfully do those
con,
things. We wasn't forced to even do that. It just hand down. You know what I mean? Because we learned the way of the heathen, so it kind of passed down through our parents, right? But it's not
con.
forced upon us, and we just accept it cool. But with these righteous acts, our people look at it like it's a grievous thing, and that's why the scripture is saying this. Like what the brother just brought out, it is not grievous for our people, but we make it that way.
Con. And as we progress through the lesson, we're gonna show you how not grievous this is. Can you bring out for me Leviticus 23? You can read 1 through 3 for me out of one Bible shot.
All right. You had that side right 33.
Oh, con. Salakia. Bring
Let me
Salakia,
get
bring
that.
out Sirach 33,
And 3 and
7 through 9.
7 through
The water
9.
for you.
Con. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 7. Why do it one day excel another, when as all the light of every day in the year is of the sun? By the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished, and he altered seasons and feasts.
Mm, mm.
9. Some of them had he made high days and hallowed them, and some of them he had made ordinary days.
Con. Sirach telling us that why is one day better than another one, even though the sun shine every day. That Yahweh had made days for us to be higher than other ones. He made days for us to esteem higher than another.
That's
And
right.
these days are our feast days. This is a part of our culture. You know,
Right.
this is something we look at these folly days we celebrate them, and I get nine out of 10 the person can't even tell you why they celebrate it, where it come,
That's
where it
right.
originate from,
That's right.
what are you supposed to be doing, what it like can't like and it don't make no sense. But Yahweh gave us a culture, even though he said we would lose our heritage. That's we about to bring it back into remembrance. And we about to get into these high days that Yahweh said that was not grievous to us. It's impossible when you have turned from your sin and you start to understand and study these scriptures and understand why we celebrate these things.
That's
So
right.
now could you bring out that Leviticus 23, 1 through 3 for me?
Con. This is the
I
book
got
of Leviticus, chapter 20. Keep going.
Yeah, go ahead.
Con,
You got it.
Con. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim. Con.
Salaki out of one. Now, a lot of me coming into the truth, I did not know that the Sabbath day was a feast. So that's what this is about to get into. But this is Moses, and he's telling us these are the feasts of the Lord. Keep going, out of one.
Con. Which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. Verse
Con,
3. 6
con,
days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath day of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. And it is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
con. Do you know how ungrievous it is to tell Jake he don't have to do nothing on the Sabbath day? You don't have to go to work. You can kick it. You can chill in the bed and you can just chill as hard as you want to. And we in this wicked kingdom, and that's impossible to even think of. That's impossible to fathom because you know the rulers of this kingdom got us working every which way. They got us working every day almost, and they don't care. They just want to make money. But the Sabbath day is a day, and the Most High said it's a covenant between. It's a sign. It's a covenant between Israel and Himself that we keep that day holy. You know it. it's love for me to say, okay, on this day, I know I can rest. I know I don't have to do anything. This is a refresher. This is a refresher to my mind. This is a refresher to my body, that I can sit down and not have to worry about any of the cares of the world. I can dwell upon the scriptures and meditate, like it says in Psalms 1:1. Meditate on the law. I can, like, it's effective to take time to meditate and be calm and relax and then think about what you're doing. That's what the Sabbath day is for, to keep holy, to dwell in the scripture. We know Yahushua had taught in the synagogues on the Sabbath day where the Jews reside.
Right.
And I know for any of y'all who train or who lift weights, we know that you cannot progress or you cannot excel in gaining any amount of muscle if you don't rest. So the Most High established this day as don't everything stop. Everything stops. And if you sit back and you think about that and you ponder on that, then you know that Yahushua actually care. He actually give it down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he gave us a day to rest.
Salakia.
I don't want you come.
But that's how you know Jake backwards, because Jake don't even want to work for 6 days. If Jake had his way, Jake would party for 6 days and work for 1 day.
On the Sabbath day.
That's how you know we completely backwards, man. Jake will take any occasion to just play around. You know what I'm saying? If you told Jake, yo, work 6 days and then you can do whatever you want on the 7th day, Jake gonna look at you like this, but why I can't work 4 and do the other one and rest on 3? He not gonna take that 1 day. He don't understand the bit. Like Jake right now really don't understand the benefits of actually putting in that hard work for 6 days and how much you can enjoy that Sabbath day. Like they really don't, we really don't get it because we so accustomed and so used to just being able to float through this life and do whatever we want. We don't take the time to acknowledge your hard work really pays off. You gotta take 6 days, like what you were saying about lifting weights. If you lifting weights and you half-ass on Monday and Tuesday, that rest on Wednesday really ain't gonna do you no good anyway. You're not gonna build no muscle because you didn't really push yourself. No pain, no gain. Sometimes Jake got to get to the point where he realized, look, I got to get up in the morning. First thing I need to do is I need to pray to the Most High. Then I need to meditate on the scriptures. I need to meditate on these laws. And now I got to go to work. I meditated on these laws, so now Esau he ain't getting on my nerves. I'm already in the calm state. When Friday evening hit, Jake should be like this. Made it through another one. Grab my drink. I'm about to sit here and watch this lesson. I'm gonna kick my feet up, and I ain't moving until the Most High give me something that I need to do. That is the most beautiful rest that you can have, Israel. That's the most beautiful. That Sabbath day is the most beautiful, and it's a weekly party. How many y'all don't understand that? It is literally a weekly party. You get 1 day to just chill and do whatever. Just chill. You go ahead, King.
Salakia. Let me add to that point because you touch on something there. You said that they actually, the Most High, the most non-grievous thing is giving you a day off, saying that it's mandatory to give you a day off, right? But that's the day that we want to turn up. That's the day that we want to go spend. You want to buy. You want to do everything that the Most High said not to do on that day, because we are still following the way of the heathens. We are still following their customs. They say, go do this, go do that, and we go do it. The Most High say, do this, and we say that's grievous to do. You say that we can't do this. And they say that he know that we can't do it. That is asinine. So why would he even send us through the whole thing? You know what I mean? That's like you're trying to say the Most High have guile, you know what I mean, or being trickster. You know what I mean? That's folly, right? But you touch on something there, and that's how our people is. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring out Amos 3, Amos 8, and start at 4.
Amos 8 and 4. All right.
4 and 5.
Got you.
This is how our people are, man. We the most I say do one thing, we want to do the opposite, the total opposite, right? And that's our creator. But this is how our people think. Go ahead, Adawan.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 4. Hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to fail, saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn?
What they say, Adawan?
When will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn? And the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balances by deceit.
That's our people, man. That's our people. We want the most holy thing to go away fast as possible, so we could get back to our wickedness, man.
Right.
To get back to the things that we really cherish, right? Because our people love money. We love the faces that we see in that money, right? But our people try to tell you something and to show you what the Most High told you, because no money is worth what he has to give you. The kingdom, no money is worth that kingdom of heaven, right? But he's showing you one thing and telling you, hey, this is what you should keep. These high holy days, these feasts, I'm telling you to keep. But our people turn our back on the feast days, man. Right? I have to get better with making time and taking off. If I had to lose that job, hey, it's same thing. It's another job around that corner. But I'm gonna try my best and get something better. You know what I mean? That I can have free time. That's what I'm trying to work on right now. Where I can meet and catch all these feast days, man. Because this is something we're supposed to do. It's certain things that we must meet, certain feast days that we must meet as a nation of people. All right? But we turn our back on it, man. Go ahead, King. You're doing a good job, man. Bring it up, man.
I want to bring out this Judges 5:11, and it says they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. We're supposed to be rehearsing these righteous acts, man. You know how glorious it is to just sit back on the couch with the incense burning, with the candles lit and flickering, with the lights dim, your wife in the kitchen cooking a good meal because she knows it's a Sabbath and it's a feast day. You eating on the good plates, the good silverware. You sipping the good but Israel wanna get ahead. We greedy. But we supposed to be rehearsing the righteous acts. Can somebody grab Mark 2:27?
This is the book of Mark, chapter 2, verse 27. And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath.
I don't know about the rest of Yasharala, but my idea of how I'm trying to keep the Sabbath, it feel like it was made for me. I be going extra hard Friday before the sundown because I know the Sabbath coming in and I'm gonna chill stupid hard. I don't even know how. I'm trying to chill so hard on the Sabbath, and I gain so much knowledge on the Sabbath that I know like this is to my own benefit. I just got a refresher of mind and body and spirit. But since you in there when you brought that Amos 8:5, that was powerful. Out of one, could you get Psalms 81:3? So they talking about the new moon. Certain protocols we got to follow on the new moon too as we rehearsing these righteous acts.
And make sure everybody can hear us properly too, man. Let's put a 7 in the chat to make sure y'all can hear us clearly.
Yeah, put a 7 in the chat if it stopped buffering. If it's still buffering, put a 6 in the chat.
Hey, what verse you say you want, King?
That's Psalms 81:3.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 81, verse 3. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed on our solemn feast day.
Come.
For
He going out of one.
For this was a statute for Israel and a law of the God of Jacob.
Come. This is a statute for Israel and a law for Jacob. We already know that the Most High made certain days to be different from other days. And we get one day every beginning of every month to gather together and blow them trumpets. Like me, I want to go outside and I want to blow my trumpet so everybody in the neighborhood can hear it. I don't care. I'm doing this for the Lord. This is a special occasion. Like I go to my mom's house and gather with my family if I can't make it to gather with the rest of the Sons of Thunder and everybody in the camp. And we understand that we keeping this and we thanking Yahweh for making it to another month. We got the good decorations up. We taking the time out to put together something special, a meal plan to actually say Yahweh, we actually put our thought and our effort into this to make this a special occasion because it's glorious. You said that I basically every month I get to have a time where I can get together with my people, my family, my kinfolk, my brethren, and I can turn up with them. We get to bond together and keep the new moon.
Now, Salakia. All right. Now, I like what you're doing, man. Hey, so we have something to celebrate, right? At the beginning of the month, every month we get to celebrate the beginning of them bringing the new month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our people don't want to do that, but New Year's, right? We want to bring in New Year's, right? Something wicked as New Year's. We want to bring that in, and we want to get. We don't want to blow the trumpet in the new moon. We don't want to go out there. Spend. You might spend what, like $50 for a horn. You know what I mean? One of the shofar. Get one of that, and blow up your trumpet in the new moon. We don't want to go out there and take that time and blow that trumpet. But when we was in that world, you want to blow that AK or you want to blow that 9. You know what I mean? We want to go. They want to blow that, right? You know what I'm saying? We want to blow that horn. Everybody must know. You know what I'm saying? You got something. But our people don't want to go out there and do something righteous for the Most High, man. And blow that horn and let them know, hey, wake up, people. Right? This is the type of stuff that we need to go back home. And this is what the brother bringing out, trying to remind our people. That's why when they go back to 1 King 8:47, it said, if we people will bethink themselves, remember who we are, and rehearse those acts and do the stuff that make supplications to the Most High, then He will hear us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Then He will, that's what He will bring us back to where we're supposed to be, because He will keep bringing that knowledge to your people. Once you start opening that and making effort to learn certain things, He will start opening up different things and bring people around you to learn more. Now you being prepared, just like what the brother's doing right now. He's basically teaching and showing about the feast days and learning about these type of stuff. This is what our people are lacking right now. We know everything about the world, but we have no clue about what's going on in the scriptures.
Salakia.
Go ahead, King.
So while we talking about blowing the trumpet and how important that is, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to Numbers 10 and 10.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 10. Also, in the day of your gladness.
In the day of your what?
In the day of your gladness.
In the day of your gladness, when you happy, keep reading.
And in your solemn days.
And when you not feeling the best, keep reading.
And in the beginnings of your months.
In the beginning of your month, in our new moon celebration, keep going.
Ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings.
So you need to blow that trumpet after you finish grilling your food. You need to make sure you blow that trumpet. Shalom, King. Y'all about to
Shalom.
Make sure you blowing that trumpet. Hey, that's a commandment. We blow that trumpet. Keep reading though. I want you to keep reading.
Khan. And over the sacrifices of your peace offerings.
So every new moon, you blowing it, when you blow that trumpet, you letting the Most High is going to hear that. You also celebrate everything that He's given to you and everything that He's going to give to you, and you're making sure that He knows. Hey, the water, Yahweh, thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why I can sit here and celebrate with my family and put this lamb on the grill. You did that. You gave that to me. So I'm gonna take this day and I'm gonna be married and I'm gonna have a good time. Even if I had a bad day yesterday, I'm gonna take this day and I'm gonna be married and I'm gonna have me a good time with my family. You know what I'm saying? Finish that scripture.
Khan, that they may be to you for a memorial before your God. And as
I just said, the Most High is paying attention to that, man. It's a memorial. He marking that. He marking that down. Look at this brother. You know what I'm saying? I know I took his grandmother yesterday, but look at it. look at it. He with a piece of land. He didn't put a whole plate to the side like, yo, this would have been for grandma real quick. Let me go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, just the water Yahweh for giving me a grandmother that taught me something. Now I'm gonna get back to feasting with the rest of the family. You think he ain't marking that? He absolutely let me. Hey, look at this. This is exactly what I want from one of my guys. This is exactly what I need. All right. Go ahead, take back over, sir.
Hey, Salaki. Before you go, Kim, I just had to add this because this is a great lesson, right? Just to add to what Adawan Benaiah was saying, and to what the King Sa'ar saying. Keeping these feasts and these celebrations, man, these holy days, these high holy days, like he said, the title, a glorious occasion. Don't be acting like this a damn job that you don't want to do, that you tired of. Brothers be at feast days, sisters be at feast days. Man, I'm hungry. I'm waiting for the lesson. They still teaching. But you remember the days when you was wicked at the club all night. You ain't ate nothing since 8 o'clock because you clocked straight out of work, went home, got ready real quick with your girls or with the homies, went straight to the club, and you just been drinking Hennessy all night. You ain't have no complaints, right? But for the feast day, you mad the brother showing up late. Oh, man, this brother, he's still teaching about Passover. We get it. We learned about Passover last Passover. But you can go to the club. You super hype. You ain't eating nothing at the club when you was in your wickedness, man. You there from, because y'all know y'all want the free joint, so y'all getting there early at 10, and y'all closing the place down. And you had no complaints. And you in there thanking the Most High for the big booty girl you saw in the club. But you don't even own a trumpet to blow the trumpet on the new moon. That's how wicked our people is. And that's why the brother trying to bring out, man, hey, keep that same kind of energy for these feast days, man, and for what the Most High commanded us to do, man. This is the most glorious thing that you can celebrate in life, man, that you walking in the truth, that you trying to have yourself living right and your family living right. I yield the floor with that, King.
Con. And think about what I said in the beginning of the lesson in that Sirach 8 and 5. A man that is turning away from his sin. Just think about a holy gathering of brothers getting together who are all keeping the law. It ain't nothing but a pool of knowledge going around in these gatherings. Brothers sharpening each other's swords, strengthening up each other. Like, why would you not want to gather when you know that a man left by himself gonna fall? But Khan, other one, can you bring out First Ezra chapter 1 and 1? 1 and 1 and jump down to verse 7.
Khan. This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 1, verse 1. And you said jump to 7, correct?
Yeah, you hit 1 and then jump to 7.
Khan. And Josiah held the feast of the Passover in Jerusalem unto his Lord, and ordered the Passover the 14th day of the first month.
Con.
Go ahead,
So we
go ahead,
talking about
7.
the Passover here. Con, jump down to 7 out of 1.
Verse 7. And unto the people that was found there, Josiah gave 30,000 lambs and kids, and 3,000 calves. These things were given of the king's allowance, according as he promised to the people, to the priests, and to the Levites.
We got King Josiah. If we putting this in modern day terms, he balling out of control right now. He set up a certain amount of money that he wanted to put aside just for the Passover celebration. He said, "This year we doing it big, and we ain't holding back. I ain't putting on no stops. I'm doing this for the people." That's just like brothers when they was wicked and passing out turkeys, but Josiah is passing. He got thousands of sheep for the people. He got
Facts.
flocks on flocks for the people.
I'm Nino Brown. I'm Nino Brown.
Like when we in the world and we celebrating Thanksgiving, some of us spend our last to go into the store and try to prepare the biggest Thanksgiving meal because we know the family coming over. And we celebrating something that Yahweh, we in deep water. Yahweh liable to take us out for that. But when it come down to the holy days and to the feast day, these glorious occasions, what are you going out like the king? Are you going out like Josiah's? I don't want. Can you bring out verse 15?
Yeah, that's some good words you're bringing, man. Cause that's things that we need to be thinking about, right? Are we really going to be trying to do our all for the Most High like that, man? Right? Go all out like that, man. You see what I'm saying? That was a righteous turn up, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a righteous turn, and the Most High is happy about that, man. The Most High is happy about that. Only time the Most High is mad at our people is when we gather to do wicked. They say, "Don't follow a multitude to do evil," right? That's when he go off on us. But when we gather in righteousness and we talking about the scriptures, because when we get together, majority of the time, that's a scripture, that's a conversation that's being talked about. We talking about how to better each other, how to sharpen each other's sword, what we could use in this time and in this topic, what you could use here, right? When you come to these feasts, you should come with a notepad and a pen to take notes, facts, right? Because you're gonna learn something, man. You're gonna learn something because you got a lot of brothers around you with wisdom. You see what I'm saying? So don't take for granted for when the gathering of your people, man. Go ahead, King. You said jump to 15.
Verse before
15.
Before you bring it, before you bring that out, I thought of another thing. I'm just looking at all Josiah's had and all he dedicated for the people to keep this glorious celebration. Like, do we not think about like our mothers in the kitchen on Thanksgiving, staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to whip it? They in the kitchen whipping the sweet potato souffle, making sure the dressing is on point. They making sure the turkey not dry. And I can remember my mama 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm waking up for a bathroom break. Like, Mom, why you still up? Well, we got the people coming to the house for Thanksgiving, and I just got to make sure. But on the feast days, we have the same energy? And this is a day when Yahweh commanded us to kick it as hard as, like, we kicking it in righteousness, brothers, keeping the law.
It's a lot, King. And our people pick and choose which holy day is the most important to them too. Well, it's Passover. We gonna go hard. We gonna wear the best garments we got. I done spent $300 on these garments. I'm gonna be fresh. It's first fruits. I might not even gather together, man. It's the new moon. It ain't really that important to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really tripping off the new moon like that. I'm gonna only show up to tabernacles because everybody else gonna be there, and I don't want to be the brother that didn't come. Like, that's what our people do. But when your wicked ass was celebrating Christmas, you was up on the 23rd for the 25th, man. You trying to rip the little piece of the wrapper, trying to see what your mama or daddy got you. You was up the whole week leading up to Christmas, man. Purim coming, you don't even know Purim coming because you don't read the word. You don't even know how to celebrate it properly. You don't know how to keep these holy days and these feasts, man. So we got to do better. That's why keep the same energy. We gonna keep saying that, man. Keep the same energy. Are you okay?
I want to bring out that verse 15.
Verse 15. The holy singers also, the sons of Asaph, were in their order, according to the appointment of David, to wit Asaph, Zacharias, and Jeduth. I'm saying that wrong.
To like, I think it might be Jeduthun.
Jeduthun, right?
Jeduthun.
Jeduthun, who was of the king's
retinue. It's some words in there. It's some words in
there. Retinue. Salakia.
Khan.
Moreover.
Khan.
Oh, let's stop there. Okay, Khan.
Salakia. Khan. So in this verse, it just said for the Passover, the holy singers got brought out. So you talking about we having a concert? You talking about the holy singers? Then it ain't no singer. It ain't no singers without the band. You know how Jake do. You know how the HBCUs do when they bring out the band. And it's Jake. They got the cymbals in the back. They got the drums in the back. We talking about a holy concert because you cannot say that the laws are grievous. Look at how our people putting it down. You got the mighty men coming out. Didn't it just say the sons of Asaph? Like that's like when they walking the red carpet. Oh, the mighty men coming out in their garments. Oh, that's them guys right there. Like this is a whole shindig.
It's like a block party, man.
This is the block party.
For real.
With a VIP section and all of that. Con. Adawan, could you read for me verse 19 down to verse 21? I told y'all Josiah did it big.
Con, he was not playing.
Con, verse 19. So the children of Israel which were present held the Passover at that time, and the feast of sweet bread 7 days. And such a Passover was not kept in Israel since the time of the prophet Samuel. Yea, all the kings of Israel held not such a Passover as Josiah's, and the priests and the Levites and the Jews held with all Israel that were found dwelling at Jerusalem.
Con, I'm so confounded how Yahweh he makes it so important that we keep these days for 7 days. In this wicked kingdom, Esau barely trying to let your ass off. And when you get off, you better hurry up and get back. Because you ain't got that long. But Yahweh Yahweh let you turn up so much, you got the whole week to kick it with your people. And King Josiah set the standard. It wasn't a Passover kept like this since the days of Samuel. They ain't do it like this. Bring out the mighty man. Have a righteous concert with the singers and the music going on.
God.
They got the men on the grill filleting the lambs and they really cooking up right now. But are we returning that same energy? This is a glorious occasion. I don't know about y'all, but this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be at.
Hey, Salaki, brother brought the hood out, as we say. He brought the whole hood out, man. He brought the whole block out and had a great time, man. And you know Jake liked when brothers bring the hood out, man. You remember them block parties, man. You remember going out there and having a good time with your people, man. And that's what's going on in the scripts right there. That's what we do. And that's why we do it in our neighborhoods, man. We want to have a good time. We want to fellowship, but we need to stop doing it in wickedness. Start doing it in the righteous way. Go ahead, King.
Slacky, other one, but that remind me of back home in Trinidad, because we used to have those type of parties, but we rarely had them. We didn't know no better. You see what I'm saying? We ain't learned nothing about these scriptures, so we didn't know anything about that. But it was the drug dealers who was the one who was throwing the block parties. That's the only time we get a chance to really enjoy ourselves. I have a turn up. Because them fellas the one throwing the party, you see what I'm saying? So that's the only time we had like a get together, and we used to rate them up. We used to respect them for that. Like, hey man, hey that brother throw that party, man. That's good looking out, right? But we forget about the scriptures where our people have been doing this, man. we forget about going back to our history, right? Looking back at the times of old and realizing that our people been doing these type of things, man, in righteousness. But now we have a destroyed mindset, so we don't know nothing else. You see what I'm saying? So now we appreciate the little crumbs that our people bring forward now, man. Right? But we do it in wickedness. We celebrate the folly days instead of the holy days. So it just brought me back to that, man. I yield the floor.
Come. I don't want could somebody give me Nehemiah chapter 8 verses 1 through 2.
Salakia, real quick before you do that. All right, Boogaloo. Like your name alone tells me what you here for, Boogaloo. Real quick, as good as that sounds, can one of you brothers show where we're supposed to still be doing this? Hey, let me get Luke. Hold on, let me see. Let me get Luke. Which one do I want? Luke 16 and 17.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 17. And it is easier for heaven and earth to pass than one tittle or of the law to fail.
As far as I'm concerned, Boogaloo, hey, heaven and earth is still there. So that means we still got to follow these commandments, these law, statutes, and commandments. One of these law, statutes, and commandments we had is to keep the Sabbath day. What that means, if heaven and earth is still here, it ain't passed away, then I need to remember the Sabbath day every 7 days. Be it if you keep the weekly Sabbath day on Friday to Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, or if you do like Sakari does and it alternates based off of their new moon. As long as you keeping that Sabbath day, I feel like you justified in what you're doing. Now, can you prove to me where we're not supposed to be keeping these Sabbath days? Can you prove where we're not supposed to be keeping these high holy days? Can you prove where we're not supposed to keep Passover, when we're not supposed to keep the new moon? If you can prove to me with that, hey, I'll happily oblige. But until then, sit back, enjoy the lesson, and learn something. Take back over, sir.
Just like that Judges 5 and 11. The noise of archers in the place of drawing waters. That's talking about war, hectic rumors, that the captivity, hard work. What we supposed to be keeping these righteous acts. Some people say, we not in the land, but Tobit wasn't in the land, and he was keeping the righteous acts. He was keeping the feast days.
Hey, Boogaloo just bugged out. Boogaloo just bugged out. That's all I know. He's still, look at this. That's not what I asked. Show me where we're supposed to keep the feast days in 2021. Heaven and earth is still here. So you still supposed to keep these feast days in 2021.
Let me bring out something, Adawan.
Go ahead.
Because he's saying, in 2021, right? What land are you in today? Most likely is the land of your captivity, where your people were serving captivity. Most likely, right? This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 8 and 47. Yet if they shall bethink themselves in the land whither they was carried captive, and repent and make supplications unto thee in the land of them that carried them captives, which is still we are in today, carry them captives, saying, we have sinned and have done perversely, and we have committed wickedness, and so return unto thee and unto thee with all their hearts and with all their soul, and in the land of their enemies, because right now we are still in the land of our enemies, because that's being shown. They're showing us that they are our enemy. Our people just choose not to see that, right? But they're showing you in your face that and the curses fit our people till this day, right? Till this very day, the same curse in 2021. You can read the curses in Deuteronomy 28, and it will still fit your people.
That's right.
So, plain and simple, man. You can't get around it. Either you want to listen or you don't want to listen. That's basically your choice. But does that change the fact that it's true? No, it don't. Hey, keep going, man.
A lot. If Boogaloo if you don't want to have glorious celebrations, then he can go keep celebrating these folly days in the land of his captivity. But I ain't gonna let him ruin the picture I'm trying to paint. While Adawan is bringing out that he getting that Nehemiah 8:1-2. I just want to go back. I just had a thought about King Josiah and that whole block party. Can you imagine brothers bringing out they good horses, pulling their wagons on 30s? Come on. Wagons on there. Everybody bringing out the good wagon. Come on, man. Sitting on 28, sitting on we talking about Jake here.
Thanks.
Nah, they 10s, but I keep them clean though.
Oh man.
Yep, go back into your lesson now. We didn't give him enough time. Go back into your lesson now.
Come on, man. You know, Jake. I'm trying to paint a picture. Yahweh Shai said that the comfort of the Holy Spirit will bring our things into remembrance. I'm going through these scriptures, and I'm trying to, get Israel to remember how glorious these occasions are. And I'm trying to do it, and I'm trying to do it through that Jake spirit. You know how Jake get down, but this is for those who are keeping the laws, turning away from their sins. They're the only ones. The ones that are keeping the laws are the only ones that can actually have the spirit to understand and to keep and want to have put in the effort to keep these laws and these feast days, these holy days, the way that they supposed to be kept.
That's right. It's always naysayers too. It's always people who want to go against the grain or act crazy. It's brothers in the street like, show me where you can't smoke crack in the Bible. Show me, like, come on. Like, brothers be saying stuff like that. Show me where you can't smoke weed. It say don't smoke a blunt. Don't roll a blunt. Like, it ain't gonna say that verbatim every time. They tell you don't destroy not to defile your temple though.
That's right.
So you don't have to ask me where it say don't smoke crack or do meth in the Bible. Like, some of that stuff just be asinine, man. So, I don't pay none of that no mind.
That's like that brother saying, could you go to Miami and you'll see the actual borderline the other day when he was at camp? Talking about, would you see the actual line, the borderline? I'm like, really, nigga?
Yeah. Hey, let's get back to it, though. Let's get back to it. King got a good lesson, man. This Nehemiah chapter 8 and verse 1. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate. And they spake unto Ezra, the scribe, to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Lord had commanded to Israel. Verse 2. And Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both of men and women, and all that could hear with understanding upon the first day of the 7th month.
In verse 73 of the 7th chapter, we know that it's talking about the new moon or the new moon of the 7th month, which is the Feast of Trumpets. So they gathered into the streets by the water gate. So basically they said, this is like another block party to me. We gonna link up in this precise location in the street at the water gate. It's the 7th month, the new moon of the 7th month, and it's going down again. But check how they bringing up how they about to start reading and reciting the scriptures in the books of the law. Like only one that would have a spirit and want to listen, only one that would be turning away from his sins would have the notion to do this. We know this is a glorious occasion and we have fun, but we also make sure that we take care of business and we make sure that our spirits are right, make sure that we are clean, make sure that our heart is right and set in order, and we're thinking about the righteous things so that we're able to start to keep these laws the way that they're supposed to be. We're able to keep these feast days the way that they're supposed to be. You'll bring out verse 9 through 10.
Verse Nehemiah chapter 8 and verse 9. And Nehemiah, which is the Tershata, and Ezra the priest, the scribe, and the Levites that taught the people, said unto all the people, this day is holy unto the Lord your God. Mourn not nor weep. For all the people wept when they heard the words of the law. Verse 10. Then he said unto them, Go your way, eat the fat and drink the sweet, and send portions unto them for whom nothing is prepared. For this day is holy unto our Lord. Neither be ye sorry, for the joy of the Lord is your strength.
You see how sorry our ancestors were? You see how guilty they were? This is the same sacrifice that Yahweh was looking for, that David was talking about in the in Psalms 51. If I'm not mistaken, in Psalms 51. But you see how how the mighty man intervened and say, I know I brought out the book of the law and we started reading the things that we were supposed to be doing, and you knew that this is what you were doing, what you were involved in. These are your sins, and see how people were sorry and weak, but you can't. This is a holy day of the Lord. You don't be sorry. You got to keep this with gladness. You got to keep this with joy. Me, if I was there, I'd be like, damn, I did. My sins have covered the sands of the sea. How it talks about in the prayer of Manasseh. But I know Yahweh is merciful, and I know that He is forgiving. I know that He is a merciful God.
That's right.
So I'm gonna have to keep this holy day with joy, with gladness. And it talks about, like, if you think about, it says giving portions to those that have none. When you celebrate these folly days, don't nobody care if you ain't got it. You celebrate if you ain't got no presents. I grew up poor. We didn't have money for presents and trees and all of that. I couldn't. So that was grievous to me. Christmas was grievous to me. Thanksgiving was grievous to me. But Yahweh making sure that this is not grievous, that it is a glorious celebration by saying, if you got it, make sure your neighbor got it.
Salakia, like as you just said that, talking about in the holiday, we used to say like, hey, you family, man. Hey, come on, man. You good? Come on over, man. Let's celebrate the Christmas, man. This is Christmas, man. No. I'm sorry. It's Christmas. It's Christmas, man. You know what I mean? we gotta do this. The Christmas. We gotta do this right. You know what I mean? We gotta hang out as family, right? But when it comes to certain things and business or anything like that, you know what I mean? Our people want to be like, did you chip in on this, man? You know what I mean? Did you have anything on this? Did you chip in on this? As some wicked as smoking weed, we do that with. Did you chip in on this, man? To be hugging. So we do this type of stuff, but we won't say, oh, you know what? Let me be kind to my people. Let me have that love and say, hey, whatever I got, you got too, man. Right? Let me show you that real love. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I got, man. You know my wife is off limit, but you understand what I'm coming from. You see what I'm saying? You understand my household. If you have no place to stay, bro, hey, matter of fact, I sleep on the couch. You know what I'm saying? You have wife and your kids, let them sleep on the bed, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be all right. We work this stuff out. That's how we should be dealing with one another, man. But we don't have that. We don't have that understanding. We don't have that teaching. This is why it's important for us to get back to these commandments, because the commandments teach us that. Because these feast days he's talking about are commandments.
That's right.
We can't forget that. We can't think about it as just a turn up. No, man. This is a righteous turn up, but it's a commandment of the Most High, first of all. So you can't look at it as grievous, or, you know what I mean, this is a job. Man, it's a commandment, but it's beautiful for you to actually keep these commandments, man, because it's enjoying. When you go and you deal with this stuff and you see everybody smiling, man. Look, I just can't stop smiling when I see other people smiling. I watch around the room, I see everybody happy and laughing and talking. I'm all the way on the other side. I don't know what y'all talking about, but I see you smiling. I'm over here smiling because I watch you. That's me. I'm so silly, man, because I like seeing my people enjoy themselves, man. I've always been like that. And that's why I said I'm saying I camp the other day. I want to do something to help my people treat each other better, because I hate how we were treating each other. I love to see my people enjoy themselves, man. But we hate that. Get back to your lesson, King. I like that, man. Go ahead, keep going.
But like it is, it's lovely to see that in a lot of the feast days, how Yahweh has instructed us to give to the poor and to make sure everybody's straight. It like, how can that be grievous to make sure everybody's straight? But then I'm going back to Sirach 8 and 5. Those that have turned from their sin, just like in the book of Tobit, chapter 2, how it talks about Tobit had so much that he told his son to go give to the poor, one that has Salaki, one that has the knowledge of the Most High God. How could you, Khan?
I'm sorry for laughing, man. I don't want to trip in the chat. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna mute myself, bro. I'm gonna mute myself.
You good? I don't want.
Teach. It's a great lesson. Teach. Go ahead.
But yeah, man. Can somebody get for me Esther chapter 9 and verse 20 through 22, and while they're grabbing that, that's a little backstory, little history on the Esther and the Feast of Purim. This is when the Most High used one of our foremothers, Esther, to save us from the hand of our enemies, those who wanted to persecute and destroy us for having contrary laws. Just like how we have in today. You know, they were in captivity and were trying to keep laws that were different from those of their oppressors. And just like they hate us, they hated them. That's right. And just like they try to afflict us, ancestors, but the Most High had intervened and did a very beautiful thing. So you got to put yourself in that position in those days.
That's right. Nothing new under the sun, right, King?
Con, nothing new under the sun.
You got that, Barnabas? Bring that up for us, King.
You said Esther what?
Esther chapter 9, verse 20 through 22.
9, 20 through 22. This is the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 to 22. And Mordecai wrote these things and sent letters unto all the Jews that were in all the province of the king.
Provinces of the king.
Ahasuerus, both nigh and far, to establish this among them, that they should keep the 14th day of the month Adar, and the 14th day of the same yearly.
Keep going,
as the days wherein the Jews rested from their enemies, and the month which was turned into them from sorrow to joy, and from mourning into a good day, that they should make them days of feasting and joy, and of sending portions one to another, and gift to the poor. Khan,
there we go again. Feasting and joy, a day that we were supposed to be put to death, and the Hawashai turned around for us to put our enemies into death, of giving gift to the poor. This is like a type of Christmas to us, giving gifts to one another. See how Yahweh he's looking out for the poor. He instilled that spirit to make the brothers, okay, this is the feast, and this is what we're gonna do. Like Christmas, I know plenty of brothers plenty of people in our nation who will go to the check place and take out a loan just to make sure their kids have their Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And go in debt just to make sure their kids had a Christmas. But we don't I'm definitely not saying do all that for Purim, but this is definitely, you need to have that same energy. Like making sure that you celebrating this, how hard you went for Christmas. I know brothers who get into it with their baby mama if they ain't got their Christmas for them kids. It's crazy, but
Salaki,
go ahead,
brothers and sisters, even their children, they be in their feelings if they ain't got no Christmas gift. Birthday gift too. Man, ain't nobody call me on my birthday. Ain't nobody tell me Merry Christmas. Ain't nobody tell me Happy New Year. I ain't get nothing on my birthday. Only got one gift on Christmas. Oh, you know what? I didn't get what I wanted on Christmas. They know I ain't want that. Hey, be in their feelings about it. In their feelings about it. Not realizing what you just said, King. Somebody just went, took out a loan, a payday loan. They didn't picked up extra hours at work. They didn't got 2 other part-time jobs just to try to make something happen on that day for them. And we still ungrateful even in wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Even in the wickedness of the holiday, we still ungrateful. We can't even be grateful in wickedness. You just like, nigga, I ain't want that. I asked for this toy. I wanted the Spalding basketball. She got me a Wilson basketball. Who doesn't this? That's us. That's us. You feel me? Like that's what we do, man.
That's how you know it's wickedness, Adawan. Yeah, because you could become enemies just because you ain't got what you want. That's how you show that it's wickedness behind it. That vibe and that spirit behind it is evil, because like in the midst of you getting a gift, you mad because it's not what you want the person to get you. How about you go to the store and buy what you want then?
Mm-hmm.
If it's so bad, go to the store and you say, you know what? I'm giving myself a gift today. This is what I want. So I know I'm not going to get disappointed. I'm going to buy what I want. But you want to get mad at that person because they ain't treat you how you want to be treated. That sounds familiar, Adawan? That sounds real familiar, huh? You mad because somebody want to treat you. Salakia.
You funny,
hey man, this
funny,
is the type of stuff that we dealing with, man. This is our people. You know. But hey, this is a beautiful lesson, man. Bring it out, King. Go ahead, keep going, man.
Hey,
you looking at go ahead, I don't want.
Before you do that, hey, to all the prospects, whether you in my group or any other captain's group, get out your feelings, man. We're not here to be your friends. We're here to teach y'all the Bible. That's why we laughing like that. Get out y'all feelings, man. Let it go. You here to learn. You here to learn the Bible and learn how to be a good soldier. If you can't deal with that, just exit. Just exit now. Just being honest with y'all. Just exit now. But go ahead, King. I'm sorry. I had to get that out because I had to deal with it.
Nah, you good. You good, I don't want. You good. But I was gonna say, like in that verse 20, you see how Mordecai sent out letters to all the people. Like, this is a holy gathering. In that day, I'm like, this like the ops just came and sprayed the block 100 rounds, and I was outside and I was lacking, man, and I ain't get hit. That's how I'm trying to keep this feast day. Like, what if one of those people, if the Most High would have let that go on, and he would have let that decree carry out to put to death our forefathers, our ancestors, I might not be here today.
Hey, Slakia, King. Now you said that I forgot what to touch on that earlier, because it's a joyful thing because they got saved, right? And you saying, you know what? If you was in that time, no, I'm gonna speak about me. And that time, I would have just been happy the fact that he allowed me to be there. You see what I'm saying? You just saved me from being from being put to death. Now it's a joyful thing. I'm just so happy just to be there. I could be more than thinking about, you know what? Well, I done did this, and I done did this, and I did this. Nah, man, he gave you a second chance. You see what I'm saying? He gave the time we can be thinking about what's bothering us. Let's see what we can do to fix the situation. Let's see what we can do to actually make it more pleasant. Think a little bit more positive about something, because that stress kills a lot of our people, man. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people suffer with stress a lot because we worry about things that we can't even correct ourselves. But we won't turn to the Most High, though. You see what I'm saying? We want to do it our own self and then stress ourselves out about it. In that moment, be happy that the Most High gave you a second chance. Be happy that he bring you around people that you can gather and love on you. You see what I'm saying? Be happy about that, man. Our people be walking past the camp and seeing how our people gather together and them there mugging. They mad about that shit, man. That shit is sad that our people hate to see how we come together. Right? But this is our people. This is why we got to show them different. So that's why it's important what the brothers bringing out right now. It's important that our people take heed to these type of stuff, man. All right? I yield the floor, man. Go ahead.
And look how this is the place to be. Like, I'm just sitting back, like, look at how joyful you can be knowing that the Most High saved you from your enemies. And now transfer to the day and think about you celebrating July the 4th, and the Most High ain't saved you from nobody. It's like, I put y'all here, and y'all was still in the fields, and y'all was still working. Why are you like? What? I'm confounded. I'm confounded. But
you
a lot about
you confounded.
I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Can somebody bring out First Maccabees chapter 4, verse 49 through 50?
Hey, at that moment, I heard my brother Dirac say that just now. How? You know what I'm
saying? Classic. Oh man, you said First Maccabees 4, 49 through 50. This is the book of First Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 49. They made also new holy vessels, and into the temple they brought the candlestick and the altar of burnt offerings, and of incense in the table. Verse 50. And upon the altar they burned incense, and the lamps they were upon the candlesticks they lighted, that they might give light in the temple.
This is talking about the mighty Maccabees and how they were conquering the Greeks, how they restored the temple back to how it was, cleaning it from all the perverse things that the Greeks was bringing in and sacrificing, how they destroyed our temple and ran amok up and down, how they were running in our land, how the Maccabees got them up out of there. And this is why we celebrate Hanukkah. I encourage brothers to read this, because this is a beautiful story. But you notice how, like, when I read this and I'm celebrating Hanukkah, because when I wasn't in the camp when I first read about the Maccabees, and I was thinking about, okay, this is Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication, and I'm trying to come up with ideas on how I'm gonna celebrate this feast, how I'm gonna decorate and make it glorious, because this is what this is. I'm getting ideas about how he got the holy candlestick and he burning the incense. So I went and I bought a menorah, and I went and I bought golden candlesticks, golden wax candles to put into my golden menorah. I'm thinking about
you over righteous, Doc. You over righteous.
Hey, was it 9? Was it 9 or was it 7?
It was 7 out of 1. But I'm thinking, like, Salaki, I'm reading this story and I'm thinking about how he brought light to the temple when it was in such a dark place, in such a dark state. So I'm like putting up lights around the crib, and I'm putting up like gold crowns, and I'm trying to make it like, this is a glorious occasion. This is a glorious celebration. This is a big deal. This is like Israel kind of gaining its independence. But I'm thinking about, like, when we celebrating certain holidays, like nobody had a guideline for how you celebrate Christmas. Nobody told your grandmother, oh, she gonna bake these muffins, and when we wake up and the house gonna be smelling like pumpkin spice, and she gonna have them pots going in the kitchen, and she decorate like this because she read that out the Christmas book of how you do it. Like, we get inspiration through the scriptures on how we make these things glorious occasions, because we trying to the best of our ability to keep the righteous acts.
King, Now it's funny how we don't have instructions to the folly, but we do have instructions for the righteous,
Right.
right? Because the Most I want to make sure that we know what we have to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Same way how, because when you said that, it remind me of how the instructions of life. He gave us the laws, the same thing for instructions of life, to make sure that we know what we're supposed to be doing. The Most High is not setting us up to fail. We are choosing to fail. He's not setting us up because he wouldn't give you the guidelines and the rules and the rule book to pass the test.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't give you the cheat book to pass the test if he was setting you up to fail, man.
That's right. That's the
Right.
whole
Why our
blueprint.
people can't see that, man? What do you say, Adawan?
I said that the laws is the whole entire blueprint, man. It's like you buy something new from the store, what it come with? It's gonna come with some instructions, man. So you know how to put it together, so you know how to use it properly. And to Barnabas's point, Most High giving us the blueprint. He giving us the instructions, and we don't even read them. And you know, Jake don't like to read instructions. That's the problem with our nation right now. We buy something from the store. It come with the instruction manual. We throw it. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll put it together. We gotta stop having the mentality of I'll figure it out, I'll pull it together, and start reading the instructions, man. That's what the Most High gave us the instructions for. Are you?
Precept.
Hey, so Salaki, before you bring out your precept, hey, in the chat, hey, y'all leave Boogaloo alone, man. Leave him alone before he just quit the truth altogether, man. Let him learn in silence. If he keep talking the way he talking, somebody time him out and let him learn in silence. Man, we not gonna entertain no more of this foolishness.
Con.
And I guess this will go to him too, because I don't even see what he talking about, but I bet he ain't doing this. This is Revelations. This is Revelation 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and I ain't even seen the chat, man, but I know he ain't doing this. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Right? If Boogaloo, and that choice of name by itself makes you understand that he can't make good choices. But this if Boogaloo will listen and hearken unto the words of the Bible and the scriptures, he will have a better understanding. And if he just use those same ears to listen to what they're bringing out right now, he will understand the purpose and the blessing of doing it. I say he cried.
Hey, Boogaloo, you not being disrespectful, but you being unreasonable. Like you're not trying to hear the lesson. You're not trying to actually digest what the brother is bringing out. You just want to have your own side chat going on. That's unreasonable to me. That makes no sense. We are actually giving a lesson right now. Enjoy the lesson. Learn from the lesson. If you can't, hey, learn. Be quiet or hey, log off. Log off. You can wait to the end of this lesson to ask your question, or you can get on the Friday night class and ask your question on the Friday night class. And you know, I don't want to be boastful. They'll just thrash you on Friday, but you know what I'm saying. You can get in on that Friday night class and get some learning there. But you don't have to sit here and keep putting all this in the chat and distracting everybody else that's actually trying to learn. That's really in the chat. Precepts are being brought out by other soldiers and other captains in the chat, and people are missing it because you keep putting foolishness in the chat. So you can either stop, you can either chill and learn the lesson and listen to the lesson, or you can get timed out and we can make you listen to the lesson. It's your choice. But we're not going to keep getting sidetracked by what you think you feel like you need to bring out while the brother is teaching. We're not going to keep doing that. Either get in order or walk away. Go ahead, King.
Say, man, come to camp.
Mm-hmm.
Come to camp, man.
He ain't.
Keyboard warriors. Nah, but you bring out we in the same chapter. You bring out verse 56 through 58.
It's the book of First Maccabees chapter 4. You said verse 56. This is verse 56. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days and offered burnt offerings with gladness and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise. Verse 57. They decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields, and the gates and the chambers they renewed, and they hanged doors upon them. Verse 58. Thus was the very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away.
You see how these brothers are restoring the temple? But me, I'm thinking like, okay, this Hanukkah, this is a glorious celebration. I'm about to deck the whole crib with crowns of gold. I don't know where to get no shields from, but I'm at Lowe's thinking how I can make a shield. I'm trying to have shields all over the crib. Cause I was trying to go hard for the feast days. Like I'm reading this account and this is beautiful history of us overcoming. You even learn about the Maccabees. You read further into the account, you see that how they was slaughtering heathen and they ain't even have swords. Like they was slaughtering heathen with hoe picks and whatnot. But you see how the people had gladness and joy because they understood and they had went through a sorrowful time and they was traumatized, brought by the heathen. Look at us today, how we traumatized because of the heathen. So it's important to understand the occasion. It's important to understand the celebration, and it's important to have joy and to bring forth effort. So,
hey, it's a beautiful lesson you're bringing forward, man, because this is stuff that we need to hear. You see what I'm saying? He said, who man's is this?
Who sent him a notification and brought him on?
Yo, who man's is this?
Hey, yo. Hey, can somebody bring out Sirach chapter 32? Start from the top.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 32, verse 1. If thou be made the master of a feast, lift not thyself up, but be among them as one of the rest. Take diligent care for them, and so sit down.
Now we get into like the manner of feast and how it's supposed to be conducted. This is I feel like this is good advice because the master of the feast, if you know certain people who master the feast, they like to dictate, they like to be in control, they like to stand up and like to talk a lot, but this is Sirach saying when you the master of a feast, be a servant, make sure everybody's straight, be hospitable, and sit down, chill, because you gotta indulge in this feast too. You gotta make sure you stressing yourself talking about what they over there doing, and I don't think they over there messing with this, and like you need to have a good time too, because it's supposed to be gladness and joy, be festive in the glorious occasion. Keep reading from Adawan.
That's right.
Verse 2. And when thou hast done all thy office, take thy place, that thou mayest be merry with them, and receive a crown for thy ordering of the feast.
You like if I'm sitting at the feast and I'm looking at you like dictate, I can't even sit back because of your character taken away from the beauty of how you well constructed the feast, how you got the decoration glowing, how you got the table set up. I can't even appreciate it because you running around, you bugging. You need to just chilling and just sit down. Keep reading for me, Adawan.
Cause it says, speak thou that Speak, thou that art the elder, for it becometh thee with but with sound judgment, and hinder not music.
You know, if you the elder of the feast, just like at our feast days, we bring forth the lesson. I want to hear the lesson. I want to take notes so I can enhance my knowledge and sharpen my sword of why we here, why we celebrate it.
Come.
And I feel like our Ottawa and our elders do a good job at this. Because after they get done saying what they need to say and bringing forth a mighty lesson, they let that music bump and they let it ride. Say, hinder not the music. Ottawa, and keep reading down to verse 6.
Come. Pour not out words from where there is a musician, and show not forth wisdom out of time, and concert the of music. A concert of music in a banquet of wine is as a signet of carbon carbon
Carbuncle.
carbuncle carbuncle set in gold.
Salakia.
As go ahead.
Salakia. It said a concert of music and a banquet of wine is a signet of carbuncle set in gold. That's like having if you at a feast day, and you got wine, good drink, and you got the music going, that's like having a Cuban link chain bust down with a charm. The feast day itself is the foundation. Cuban. That's your Cuban link. But when you got the wine and when you got the good drink, you got the strong drink, and you got the music playing, that's like you just bust down your whole chain and you got the charm sitting around. Like, y'all know what I'm trying to say.
That's a fact.
Yo,
That's a fact.
yo, he in his Jake mode right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm trying to say, man. That's like you just bust down your bezel. You just turned it plain Jane. You know, like imagine being a feast day and no wine and no music. That's not even how Yahweh would like to get down. He making it clear. This how it's going back to this not grievous. Look at how we get down in righteousness.
That's right.
Salakia. That remind me of Yahweh Shai, even in the wedding when they was like, look, we ain't got no more wine. No, don't get me wrong, man. It might be a little folly, but remember, people saw me that Joe talking about, go ahead, keep the party going, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh Shai was like, look, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and, you know what I mean? This ain't even my time yet, but let me go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, and keep the party going. You know what I mean? In the midst of everything, man. Because he wanted the people to be merry. He wanted people to be happy around. You see what I'm saying? He didn't want them in sorrow and stuff. So otherwise, he'd have been like, look, this is not my time. Y'all deal with it. But he still was just like, hey, you know what? I got you.
I got you. Come, man. The earth was created for our sakes, man. So you know that the Most High, man, Yahweh Shai gonna want his people and their people to have a great time, man.
Go and keep the party going,
hey,
man.
Keep the party going. Brother, right there, something else, man.
Wicked.
Nah, but for real though, hey, Ottawa, you can read verse 6 for me, and we got I got 2 more precepts, and we wrapping it up.
Come. Verse 6: as a signet of an emerald set in a work, of gold, so is the melody of music with pleasant wines. Boy, that's words, isn't it?
Come on, look at these bars.
No,
that's not tape. Come on, man. Wine with music is like having a pinky ring and you drop the diamonds in it. Like,
hey, and the bezel's on point. You know what I'm saying?
And you got 40 pointers and they blinking in the dark. Like, come on. They hitting in your light and you like this. Like that. That's how I feel at the feast days when we celebrate And I'm walking in,
dark,
I see people in their garments, and everything is flush. Everybody's looking beautiful. We got the wine at the table, the music going. We got good food. Like that's how it's a glorious celebration. And not only do we know why we here, because we keeping the law and we studying and showing ourselves approved, we know why we here.
That's right.
Now it's just time to be joyful and celebrate with cheer and gladness. It is 10 times better than me being at the club and I'm standing up for hours and my feet hurting. And I got brothers who I don't even know mean mugging and bumping into me and hitting my drink, but that's supposed to be a glorious occasion. You bringing out your best fit to go to the club and you get your shoes stomped on. You got corns on your feet now from standing up 5 hours. The girls is bougie and they don't want to talk to you. But at our feast days, we getting like, I don't even look at her like that. That's my sister. And we laughing, having a good time. I done had a couple drinks, had a couple little squigs of wine, and I'm feeling it. Like, this is where I want to be.
And it feel like family, yo. Yo, you look around and you like people, you see people waving at you, be like kids waving at you and smiling. And it's like, yo, look, you know who I like? You know what I like to see, man? I like to see Adam one y'all all around the kids. He's like a whole different person. There's cheesing. He about bit his earlobe last time with them 2 little kids next to him. You know what I mean?
Kid. He's like trying to stump the kids with their puzzles and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what he do best. Hey, but real quick, where did he go? Oh, there it is. Harvey C. Yeah, we will Saturday. We will be at camp at our on our regular spot at our regular time, but we will get out there early. Probably around about 10, 11 o'clock.
9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that brother should be out there set up. So if you're planning on coming, we'll be out there. If you want to fellowship with us, we're gonna definitely be out there. They'll be out there. Okay. Go ahead, King. Hey, but look, one more thing about y'all all at the feast days. Let's just be honest, man. That man loves a gathering. He loves to get together. That sometimes sometimes that's like the ultimate day for him. And you know what I'm saying? He get to teach a lesson and enjoy his camp and everybody that's involved with his camp. And so you might not see him in a happier state than when he's dealing with you know what I'm saying, his people at a feast day. Now, if we can get our soldiers to get excited about the new moon, you might see a whole other Adam one. Go ahead, King.
Con. Bring out Psalms 126 verses 1 through 3. After this lesson, why like it? Of course, it's gonna be grievous for us to try to tell you why you're not celebrating the new moon, why you're not celebrating, why you're not keeping the Sabbath, why you're not celebrating these holy days when you seeing how much of a glorious occasion it is, how much of a celebration it is.
So 126 and 1.
Out of 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 126, verse 1. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Go ahead.
How he turned, look, it says when the Lord turned the captivity of Zion, it was like a dream. It's like, man, you remember we was slaving? Like we was in captivity? It's like a bad dream.
King, you remember that scripture is like, is Israel a slave? Is he a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? At one point, our people were saying that. Then we're gonna be saying that what you just said, man. You know what I mean? That's how the Most High work. At one moment, we could be saying, "Is this all that we know? Is being in servitude is the only thing that our people know, man?" Because those were the curses on our people. He said that you will be hoping that nighttime turn to day and daytime turn to night, man. We would be hoping for that, but look what it turned around to. This is what he can do for our people if we actually hearken and follow his will, right? That we'll be like, man, we was in captivity. That actually happened to our people, because they're gonna be so far gone. We're gonna be like, damn, because like we said, take a picture of them Edomites now. You mightn't see not one left when the Most High done with them. You know what I mean? You might have to have a picture of your fridge. You'd be like, this is what they used to look like. You know what I mean? They gone now. You know what I mean? But this is the type of stuff that our people, we forget very easy. You see what I'm saying? We forgot the Most High. We forgot the righteous acts. We forgot the days of old. You see what I'm saying? We forgot who we were. We forgot our culture. You see what I'm saying? We are very forgetful people. But one thing we don't forget is to love the heathens and to love our oppressor and to love the ways of what they taught us, right? We don't forget that for nothing. But for nothing, we will remember to come back to the Most High, man.
No, that's right.
This is why this is such a beautiful lesson, because this is what our people need, man. Right? Y'all should be hitting that like button. Everybody should be sharing this stuff, man. Because this is exactly what our people need, man.
That's real. Great lesson.
Keep going.
Down to verse 3 out of 1.
Verse 2. Then was our mouth filled with laughter, right? And our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord had done great things for them. He say, then said they among the heathen. This is what the heathen's gonna be saying now. Their Lord had done great things for them. Verse 3, the Lord had done great things for us, whereof we are glad.
Our mouth gonna be filled with laughter, and our tongue with singing. Gonna be saying, look at what the Lord did for us. Look at these feast days that we keep. The Lord give us a whole week off? Are you kidding? Look how it's gonna be when he turned the captivity around. Like in the Isaiah 66, for those who don't believe, we're gonna be keeping these feast days. We're gonna be keeping the new moon, the holy day, the high holy days in the kingdom. So what it look like you not rehearsing the righteous acts here in captivity? You don't even know how to be. You don't even know what you're being glad for. You faking gladness. You faking a laugh. And like me, it's hard to fake a laugh. That's unacceptable. But look at how much, like, look at a beautiful time it'll be when the Most High turn out captivity, and we get to laugh and we get to sing, and we get to reminisce.
That's real. It's a lot here. We got to remember too. We've gone through so much trials and tribulation as a nation, man. We should be happy to get together and like you say, share these glorious moments with one another. Because we've been through so much, man. We haven't had a lot to celebrate. So when you get these opportunities, you should make the most out of them. That's what we need to start doing as a nation. I don't care what feast day it is. I don't care what holy day it is. You should be making the most out of it. It could be Day of Atonement, man. You fast like you never fasted before.
Right.
Make the most out of it, because we haven't been a nation that has gotten a lot. We've been very resilient, but we've gone through more than anybody on this planet. So if the Most High has given us the new moon to come together and celebrate as brothers and sisters and love on each other, you should be doing that with haste, man. You should be ecstatic that the new moon coming. You should be ecstatic that Passover is coming. Like all of these things, we should be happy for. Just like when we was kids and our birthday was coming up, or your friend's birthday was coming, Christmas is coming, Thanksgiving, brothers be talking about Thanksgiving in the summertime. Mm-hmm. Man, I can't wait. Man, I know grandma finna, man. She finna make that banana pudding, man. It's finna so-and-so finna make that cobbler. You've been thinking about that all year, but you don't think about Hanukkah all year. You don't think about Purim all year. It's like a chore to you. Like, damn, I gotta go to Tabernacles. Now I gotta see him. I gotta see if Esau can give me the week off. He probably gonna give me 2 days. I really don't want to go to Tabernacles for real anyway. Like, we should be celebrating that the fact that the Most High wants us to come together and be family and be as one and operate on the same accord. So that's something we got to start doing better. Like you.
I still like the other one. Like you said that, and it remind me of our people in Trinidad. You know what I mean? Like how we will look forward for carnival, right? We look forward for that time, like months before it come around, right? You spending money, thousands of dollars on costumes. On matter of fact, $1,000 on a couple pieces of cloth because the customs ain't covering too much of your body at all, right? First of all, so you paying $1,000 for this little piece of stuff that really ain't covering nothing on you. You just really showing your body. You might as well come out in your goddamn panty and bra. That's basically what it is. You know what I mean? So you save some money, but our people do this type of stuff yearly, willingly, right? But the Most High say do certain things like keep the new moon and keep the feast days and different things like that, which is a rehearsing act, like the brother just mentioned, right? Let me bring out this in Isaiah. I think this is what he was speaking of in Isaiah 66:22. That we just speaking on. This is the book of Isaiah 66 and 22. For as the new moon, it's like it. For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, saith the Lord. So shall your seed and your name remain. 23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord. Right? So this is stuff that's even in those times in the new kingdom, we're supposed to be doing the exact same thing, man. So get accustomed doing it now. Right? Practice it right now. Don't wait till then. Practice it now. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people want to know when is that end time coming because we want to wait. We want to get right the day before. If we know it's the 27th, the 26th, we trying to get our shit together. We clean up the house because by 11:58, we still trying to do a little piece of wickedness we can do right before that time to get right. Be like, hey, hey man, come on, man, let me get that last drink in, man. Come on, man. Time is right here. This is our people, man. That's why the Most High say, ain't nobody know because he know if he told y'all what day it is, y'all ain't gonna get right till that time. Y'all ain't gonna try to get right till that time. Hey, so he like, look, I gotta keep it from y'all so y'all can just be prepared whenever. Just be prepared.
Salakia. Hey, I don't know if y'all remember Y2K, but the brother just I know brothers that was partying.
I was in Trinidad.
was partying up until 11:50. 11:55. At 11:59, they trying to get in the church to pray. They just knew the world was going in. So they partied all the way up to 11:50. Go to the corner and went to the church to pray. That's how wicked Israel is, bro. That's how we actually operate. All right, so
I think I was like 4. But,
oh, you trying to make it like, oh, okay. Okay.
No, it's a lot here. Hey, I'm about to wrap it up, Israel. But can somebody bring out that Colossians 2:16-17? You know, how Shai talked about us being a light, but how we gonna shine? How we gonna shine a light when nobody even sees us celebrating the most glorious occasions? They're supposed to see our Colossians 2:16-17. They're supposed to see our righteous turn up and why they celebrating anyway? That's what they're supposed to be saying amongst themselves. They're supposed to be looking at us in that way, but we ain't gonna get out of here until we. Come on, man, bring that out.
That's what Boogaloo said. He was like, why are we keeping this stuff? Why we had to keep this still? He said the exact same thing you said. Hey man, I'm gonna leave that brother alone, man. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 16.
Y'all gonna send that to Christianity, man. Stop.
Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink, or in respect of an holy day, or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath days. 17. Which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of Christ.
So people like Boogaloo, don't let them judge you in the feast days that we supposed to be keeping, the new moons that are so glorious to us, Hanukkah that's so glorious to us, Purim, the weekly Sabbath, the gathering together of tabernacles, Passover. Don't let a man judge you in these things because we're supposed to be doing them anyway. Don't let nobody discourage. I don't want to bring it out.
Matter of fact, you brought this out already. Judges 5 and 11.
I brought that out.
Go ahead. I know I was reading now. It sounds familiar. Go ahead.
But you see, like verse 17 says, which are a shadow of things to come. Now just picture us trying to keep these feast days like Josiah did, and how he was balling out of control, and how he had the block party jumping. Imagine us getting together like this on beautiful occasions, and everybody putting in a hand to make sure that the feast day is successful, because we need people who have turned away from their sin and keeping these laws that are able to be filled with the Spirit to do that. You read about that in the law, how the Most High put the Spirit on different people for certain things. But picture us in our captivity at our most top tier state of keeping feast days. I'm walking in with my bust down chain, with my going on, with my fringes, because I'm trying to celebrate the new moon, the Passover, and we got a glorious banquet. Picture that, but think about how it's going to be in the kingdom. We can't even picture it. It says, which are these things are a shadow to come. So this is all the more reason to endure unto the end, to stay girded up until the end. Because how I sit back and I look at our feast days, and I'm like, man, this is a righteous occasion. This is where I want to be, and it could be even better. But I can't even compare to how it's going to be in the kingdom. I can't even dream about it. I can't.
Hey, Salakia. Hey, I was just about to say, it's basically looking forward to Josiah again, but basically, as you say just now, maybe say Josiah times 10 in the kingdom. Who knows? You know what I mean? As you mentioned in Esdras, right? Go ahead.
A little folly. I'm being the kingdom with my dunk sitting on 30s still. I'm gonna have gold rims with diamond encrusted. Diamonds in my rims, pulling up to Passover.
My man gonna have 12 spokes with the 12 stones on it. You know what I mean? My rim gonna have 12 spokes. Serious.
Be pulled up in a box Chevy, and I'm in my horn gonna be
right.
My horn gonna be the show.
Right, box Chevy
for the new moon.
Hey, no fire.
But that was my lesson for the night. I hope all of Israel could dwell in it, and I hope that we painted a vivid picture, a very illustrious picture, and encourage our brothers and sisters across the four corners, whoever tuned in, to keep these feast days and to keep these holy days, these high days that the Most High ordained, set aside for us to keep with our gladness and full of heart and cheer, that you might do it, get ideas from it, and make it elaborate, because that's what it is, a glorious celebration, a glorious occasion.
Let me get one precept in there, King. I thought about this earlier, but as you said that just now, just remind me again. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 22 and 14, right?
Bring it out.
Because like I said, we can't forget that these are commandments that we are dealing with. This is not just, you know what I mean, we're talking about, you know, trying to enjoy some holidays that, you know, no, this is actually high holy days, and these are commandments. It says, blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right of the tree of life, and that may enter through the gates into the city, man. This is our commandments, man. This is what we have to remember. This is actually a commandment to do. We have to do these type of things, man. All right? But don't make it grievous is what the brother's trying to remind you. Don't make it grievous. But these are stuff that you're supposed to do. All right?
Hey, Salak, hey, Judah. Hey, shout out to my brother Judah. He funny, man. See, y'all doing all that. I'm gonna have the heathens carrying me. You know what I'm saying?
You say, hey, watch me with the wheel inside the wheel. Hey.
All over the
oh, brothers, hey man, brothers definitely having a good time tonight, man.
It gonna be spinners, Adawan. It gonna be spinners on it.
Hey, that's a fact. Hey, tonight was a beautiful lesson, man. Like the King said, we hope everybody was edified. Please like the video and share it also. Great lesson. It's a lesson that needed to be heard. So if y'all appreciated the word tonight, man, please share this video on all your social media platforms. Is much appreciated. As well, we got the Hebrew Summit coming up, man, in Atlanta, and it is hosted by none other than the Sons of Thunder. So we are the host, man. So the summit actually starts on August 6th, ending on August 8th. So you can see the flyer that we have posted right now that Adawan Benaiah put up. On August 6th, we're going to be at Woodruff Park, start at 2 p.m. August 7th, that's going to be the official start date of the summit at noon, right? And then on August 8th, we're going to have a barbecue, a little cookout, family gathering. That destination and that location is to be announced, so it's to be determined. We'll have the information going out as soon as possible. But as you can see, the Smyrna Community Center is going to be the main location for the summit. So just prepare, you know what I'm saying? If you got to fly in from out of town, if you're driving, taking a train, plane, bus, whatever, we would love to see everybody there, man. You know, we committed to gather together. So this is one of those occasions that, you know, we want everyone to come if they can come. Right. Summit's always awesome. If you haven't been to one, make sure you can try your best to make it to the Hebrew Summit this summer.
God.
Judah, funny, man.
Hey, Judah, all right, man. Hey, I just go along to get along, man. I'm with y'all, bro. I'm with y'all, man. All right, hey, man. I do my best to uplift the camp at the Most High, man. Hey, look, and you talk about I'm crazy. I ain't post what you said. You said that. But I'm with you. I'm gonna be in the chair right next to you. I'm gonna be in the chair right next to you. Like, man, look at that nigga spinners, man. Look at nigga spinners. God damn. Hey, yo, I need some lights like that. I'm gonna be talking to everybody. Hey, I need some lights like that. But you cool, you good, man. Hey, AG, we'll see you tomorrow. One of the soldiers for both AG and Boogaloo, can somebody please post in the chat the conference call number and the code to get in, so that we can make sure they ain't got no excuses tomorrow about why they wasn't in the building. Somebody needs to post that on the chat right now and make sure that these two brothers get in the building so that they can bring out all they scoffing and all their questions. The brother said he wasn't scoffing today, man. It felt like scoffing to me. So
that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Salakia, tonight was the brother's first lesson that he gave. So all praise to the Most High, man. It was a powerful lesson.
Man. All praise to the Most High,
for bringing out that information, man. We appreciate that.
That's right.
The brother on mute, he humble. I like that.
Good job.
Just let us say he did a good job.
The water, Yahweh.
Yo, I'm not wrapping this up until one of the soldiers actually does what I say. Please put the conference call in the chat, please.
Con. So anybody have questions tonight? It's kind of late. Normally we take questions, but what we're gonna do is, because we always take questions and do a Q&A on Friday, and we have more time, hold your questions for Friday night lesson. So after the lesson, brothers and sisters that's actually on the conference call, not on the YouTube, on the conference call,
right,
you'll get the precedence to be able to ask those questions first and have those answers, right? So join us on the conference call. If you don't see us, sometimes we don't go live on that YouTube page, right? We know everybody loves the YouTube. They want to see brothers teach. But sometimes all lessons aren't live on YouTube. So always tune in on our conference call for the lesson. We will have a lesson every Friday regardless, okay? So brothers, do what Adawan said. Post a conference call with the access number. And then after that, we gonna head out after this powerful lesson, man. It was a beautiful time. I enjoyed spending time with you brothers tonight, man. It was a pleasure.
All praise to the Most High, man.
Still waiting on brothers too. Okay.
Somebody post the number already?
And while we waiting on that, like I said, we got the lesson tomorrow night. Tune in Saturday on our Facebook page so you can see brothers live in the street teaching every Saturday around 3 o'clock to 3:30 on our Facebook page, the Sons of Thunder Israelites. Monday we have Milk Monday. Join us around 8 o'clock p.m. on Monday Eastern Standard Time. That is hosted by Adawan Eliel. Tuesday we got Adawan Mayakaya, Adawan Yakum Yah, some other powerful soldiers along with them for Truth Tuesdays. Thursday, as you can see, we have a array and a variety of brothers on TNT, but it's hosted by Adawan Benaya every Thursday. You got Thursday Thunder. And Friday we have various brothers. We have soldiers, captains, elders, bringing out the scripts, bringing out a great lesson every Friday. So tune into that. We also have a Patreon page where you can get exclusive content that you will never see on any of our other platforms. We got podcasts. We got, I know one of the Adamans just brought out some tips on how to actually start farming and planting. So some great information on there that you won't ever see on the other platforms on our Patreon page at Sons of Thunder Israelites as well. So tune in to every platform that we have, and we just try to edify the people to the best of our ability, and plant that seed. Okay, so we got the information out there. So Friday night call, we got the number and we got the access code. So we're gonna give y'all a second to write that down, take a picture, whatever you need to do, and we're gonna let Adawan Benaya close us out.
All right, man. Look, it's been another Thursday night thunder. All right. If you didn't enjoy yourself and the young brothers teaching, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. Because I know I learned. I marked up my Bible. I learned something from it. So I don't know what you was doing. You must have been a Boogaloo or AG. You weren't learning something tonight. Hey, but the crux of this lesson is we got some feast days to celebrate, man. Hey, when the Sabbath hit, I want everybody that was on this call or on this class, when the Sabbath hit, I want all y'all to send a message to SOT via Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Oh, yeah, we on TikTok too. To Instagram, TikTok, whatever you got us on, let us see how you celebrating the Sabbath. Send us a video, a message, something, so we can see how you celebrate the Sabbath, and we'll respond to you. We'll show you how we doing it too. Let us know that you actually paid attention to this class, man. Let us know. We're gonna keep
keeping the holy days.
That's right. We're gonna keep this going forward. So, with that being said, don't forget as the brother said, don't forget the classes. Don't forget the Hebrew Summit. Oh, and also, if y'all not getting in y'all word and studying every day, shame on you. Shame on you. That's a requirement. You shouldn't be waiting on SOT to get on here to teach you something. Go study by yourself. Study to show yourself approved. Don't wait for us to approve you. Study to show yourself approved, man. Because we can get into the kingdom for you. We can get into the kingdom for ourselves, but you got to do that for you. All right. So with that being said, I'm Captain Benaya.
Soldier Iran.
I'm Soldier Barnabas.
Soldier Sahar.
And we are the Sons of Thunder.
Con, and this has been another Thursday night Thunder. This has been another Thursday night Thunder, and we appreciate y'all tuning in and learning from us.
That's
hey,
right.
Y'all have a blessed evening and enjoy the rest of your week. Shalom.
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 Shalom.